Navigating professional relationships can be challenging, especially when managing up to a superior with narcissistic behavior. However, there are ways to deal with this difficult environment. By implementing strategic approaches, you can not only survive, but thrive, even when working with a narcissistic manager. First of all, how do you know if your manager is narcissistic? Narcissistic traits exist on a spectrum of severity, so it can be hard to be sure. However, some common signs include excessive preoccupation with themselves, a black and white view of the world, hierarchical thinking, and a sense of entitlement. You may also notice a lack of empathy or concern for your needs, as every conversation seems to revolve around them and how they can look even better. They may even embarrass you publicly. To effectively deal with a narcissistic manager, it's important to understand their perspective. These individuals tend to crave admiration and recognition, perhaps due to being raised by narcissistic parents or as a coping mechanism for childhood trauma. It's important to approach them with compassion. Additionally, you can learn a lot from a narcissist about personal branding and projecting confidence. While they may expect your validation, they may not return the favor. A narcissistic boss may hold you to unreasonably high standards and always point out areas for improvement. It's important to avoid taking this personally and focus on filtering out what you can improve without becoming too attached to their approval. When communicating with them, it's best to take a detached approach and not expect too much from them. Recognize that not every situation requires confrontation. You will never win with a narcissist, even if you are right, so select your battles wisely and prioritize issues that significantly impact your work or team. Communicate clearly and assertively. Clearly articulate your ideas and provide regular updates. Tailor your communication to acknowledge their achievements and highlight how your contributions align with their goals to foster a more positive working relationship. Keep thorough records of your work, accomplishments, and interactions. This documentation can serve as a valuable reference in case of disputes or misunderstandings. Build a network of supportive colleagues or find a coach who understands the challenges of working with a narcissistic manager. Sharing experiences and advice can provide emotional support and insight into challenging situations. Establish clear boundaries to protect your well-being. Narcissists often disregard boundaries, so it may be necessary to communicate your limits firmly and assertively. They will push, but be ready to say no when required. A narcissistic leader can trigger imposter syndrome, causing feelings of inadequacy. Counter this by recognizing your self-worth and boosting your confidence, irrespective of your manager's evaluation. Cultivate a strong personal brand within the organization. Showcase your skills and expertise to ensure your colleagues and superiors recognize your contributions. If the situation becomes untenable, know when to escalate your concerns to HR or higher management. Document instances of inappropriate behavior and be prepared to articulate how it impacts your work and the team. Escalation should be a last resort, but may be necessary for your professional well-being. To manage a narcissistic manager effectively, you must maintain a strategic balance in communicating with them. It involves showing empathy and compassion, understanding their perspective, and setting boundaries. You should also build a supportive network and validate your worth to navigate the challenges while maintaining your professional integrity. Remember that managing such dynamics is a skill that can be honed over time, contributing to your resilience and success in the professional arena.